Yo, Lemon Comments Boy here. Just doing not a review, it's just a tactics thing, I guess. That me and my team or me and a couple guys on my team just sort of thought up. It's not really original or anything, but it's super simple. And it wouldn't work, like, if you're on a team and you do tournaments and stuff, it won't work in a tournament because guys might be expecting this in a tournament, or they won't be specifically expecting it, but it's pretty easy to pick guys off in this. So it pretty much only works if you're going in for a walk-on situation. It's called the Russian offensive, and it's a rushing technique. Um, I don't even know. I didn't choose the name. I don't know why it's called the Russian offensive, but I think it's basically, it only works if you have a higher number of players. So I think the minimum is probably like 10 guys per team, right? So say perfect number is like 15 guys. So you have 15 guys. You pick two guys, two snipers, right? Or two or three snipers, or anybody who has a ghillie suit, or two or three guys, and they stick back, right? And they're not super far back. They're more like mid back. They're sort of they're not super far back, but well, yeah, they're in the action, but they're not like front lines. And then you get everybody else to rush, right? And I mean, I don't mean like conservative sort of moving forward. I mean literally ignoring cover and just giving her, right? And what this can create is it creates a situation where you will gain a lot of ground really fast. And if you're playing like an objective game, you'll get to the objective way faster. If you're just playing pure like elimination, you'll get to the you'll get kills way faster. And the reason that this works is because it works with walk-ons is because most walk-ons, when you start, they're like when the game actually starts, they're still deciding where to go because they either don't know the map very well, they don't know where they're playing very well, or two, they're just nervous, because maybe it's the first time. So if you're just out for a walk-on situation and you feel like popping some noobs, you just try to convince everyone on the walk-on team, except for three or four guys, or two or three, four, I guess it's good if you have a lot of guys, to stick back, and those guys can snipe, and then everybody else, like if you imagine like any map, like just a normal, like an imaginary map, a perfect square, and there's a couple there's bunkers, right? And there's a left flank, a right flank, and a center, right? You have to move an equal number of guys up the center, an equal number of guys up the flanks, right? And then what you want to do is, so these guys, everyone's moving up, and then the snipers, they want to stay back, and they want to give suppressing fire. Not like a sniper. It's not. I wouldn't call it a sniper because the idea is not to like pick your shots and then pick your shots, pick your guy, pick your shot, take him out. The idea is keep the bad guys, the opponent's head down for a little bit until the point where the guys who are rushing are just like there's three guys on top of him and he just doesn't know what to do, and then boom, either mercy rule, barrel tap, or your shot, and it's over, right? So that's just a super simple technique. The rush is called the Russian offensive, not rushing offensive. The Russian, like you could call it the Soviet offensive. If you want, I guess I could draw it up on a whiteboard. I have a little whiteboard thing. I could draw it up on that, but this is such a simple technique. I just figured you wouldn't need it. So comment, like down there, whatever, wherever it is. Subscribe. Sweet. Thanks. Have a nice day.